Why is Affirmation's September conference important?
So often as we connect as LGBTQ Mormons of faith or heritage, it's through the interwebs, and that is an important, valuable way to connect. But for me, coming to Affirmation is really about being able to connect with people I care about face to face and feel the warmth and positive energy that you can't really always create through connecting online.
Aloha, we are Nick
and Spencer.
We actually met at the Affirmation conference in 2014. We are big fans of Affirmation. Needless to say, we've been together ever since.
The reason why I'm going to Affirmation, the Affirmation conference, is to meet new people, get in touch with my old friends, be able to meet new LGBTQIA plus members, non-members.
My name is Kathy Carlson, and I'm excited to go to the Affirmation conference because when I think back to my very first conference, I remember how scared and alone I felt. I remember how vulnerable and exposed just being out as a gay Mormon was, and being able to finally be with people who were just like me, being able to find my people, my tribe, for lack of a better word, was so important and so meaningful to me.
We come home every year excited, and we feel empowered and affirmed and ready to face the next year. Excited about who we are as a family, and excited to support the people that we meet throughout the next year.
For me, transitioning to my true self those many years ago was a lonely prospect. I knew it was something I had to do, but as far as I knew, I was the only person out there like me. Oh, I knew there were other trans people, even though I didn't know that was the term used. I knew there were other trans people. I just didn't know there were any other trans people who were Mormon.
At Affirmation, LGBT Mormons can meet others who understand the unique challenges we've faced because they've faced similar challenges.
And I think for me, coming to Affirmation is also about continuing to create the kind of community for LGBTQ Mormons that I think is increasingly needed. A community that is able to hold space for people no matter what their lives look like, no matter where they're at, and sorting out their choices, that there's a place of safety and acceptance.
2013, I moved up to Salt Lake, started working at Equality Utah, and went to my first ever Affirmation conference.
To share this wonderful, unique experience where love, support and respect are given so freely. I'm excited to see my old friends again and to make new friends along the way.
Affirmation is people. It's a community. And the most powerful way to experience that community is face-to-face. As we gather, as we get to know each other, as we share our stories and listen to other people's stories, as we laugh together, cry together, as we sing and pray and eat together. It's in face-to-face community that we make life-saving, life-changing connections and friendships.
And I'm excited to go back to Affirmation Conference this year so that I can reconnect and I can see so many people that I love and that I care for.
Well, we volunteered with it. We've worked in a bunch of different capacities, but for us, one of the best parts is all the friendships that you make, the bonds that you forge as a result.
For us, it's one of the only times that we get to meet people of all ages and lots of variety who share Mormonism in common in a lot of varieties of Mormonism.
We heard from Barb and Barbara and Steve Young. And as the conference started, we all stood up and sang.
The Affirmation Conference gathers together a large group of youth. There's a lot of diversity within that youth group, and yet they are able to support each other in all the ways that they need to be supported, and that's a really unique and an amazing experience for my teenagers. It's something that we wouldn't trade, and we plan kind of our calendar around that Affirmation Conference every year.
That experience at conference takes strangers and makes us into family.
I could hardly get a complete verse out. I was just crying. That was the first time since I transitioned that I felt the Spirit so overwhelmingly strong in my life. And I knew that I was right in being who I was, that God loved me. I can't think of any place where I can get such a spiritual charge as I can there.
The friendships that we've made through Affirmation are invaluable, and Affirmation Conference to us is like the best state conference or ward gathering ever, and we look forward to it. It's a highlight of our year every year, and a lot of people say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's super social, and it's awesome because aside from all of the spirituality that you get and having your soul nourished by meeting other people that either support you or are in a similar situation, that you just get to have fun, get to kind of let your hair down, the little bit of hair that we have.
So I hope you can join us in September at the Affirmation Conference in Provo.
Yeah, that's why I'm coming, and I hope you'll join us. Come join us.
Be in an environment where I can be myself, and to tell you the truth, I am so stoked to be able to come to my first Affirmation Conference. Hopefully I'll see all you guys there. Love you all.
So come to Affirmation. Trust me, I was hesitant at first, but now I wouldn't miss it for the world. Alrighty, we'll see you guys hopefully at this next conference. Aloha.